I must say that I don't think that the Global South has made nearly enough progress in professionalizing mediation. The professionalization of international mediation is still predominantly a UN enterprise. It's starting to happen elsewhere in the world, in the South, but it's nowhere near at the level at which it should be. And it needs to be much more professional, because mediation in high-intensity conflict is necessarily, by definition, very difficult, very complex, and the risk of failure is high, and the consequences of failure are grave. You know, we don't mediate amongst friends. We mediate amongst enemies who are killing each other or want to kill each other. And so we better be good at this, and we're not good enough yet. I think it's a positive development, the creation of the Friends of Mediation in the UN General Assembly. It's quite a curious thing, though, that historically, although the UN has long been involved in mediation, the GA itself has never got involved in mediation. It's never commented on mediation. That's right. And I'm not entirely sure why. It's kind of accepted passively that mediation is the responsibility of the Security Council and the Secretary General, not the responsibility of the GA. Now that's changing. The GA itself is not going to be involved in mediation, but it can help to develop mediation practice and mediation norms and professionalization. So I think the Friends is a very positive development. I think one of the key objectives is to make states that are averse to mediation, that are skeptical about mediation, or that view it as threatening, less threatened, to normalize mediation. So many states see mediation as UN interference in domestic affairs. And they shouldn't or needn't, because mediation is non-coercive and it happens with the consent of the parties. So you can't force mediation on parties that don't want it. It's there at their disposal if they find it helpful. In any event, the GA is contributing through the Friends of Mediation to that process, and that's a good thing. As you say, the UN is serious about promoting regional arrangements for peace and security. This is Chapter 8 of the UN Charter. And in practice, the UN Mediation Support Unit and Department of Political Affairs make a big effort to support the regional bodies, both build their capacity for mediation and actually do mediation. That's the norm, and it goes quite well. The problem arises when there is a difference of opinion between the UN and the regional body on strategy or politics. And we saw that most vividly when the UN and the African Union disagreed on how to deal with Libya, where the P3 pursued a regime change agenda and the African Union wanted to pursue mediation as a means of resolving the Libyan war. When that clash happens, it's very ugly. It's seriously to the disadvantage of peacemaking. And the UN Security Council, which normally likes subsidiarity, meaning we're happy for the regional body to get involved, if there's that kind of clash, the UN Security Council claims primacy. And the Charter gives it primacy. And it's not interested in what the regional body has to say. So by and large, I think the relationship is good and it's getting better, but there are some really tough, difficult political clashes that arise from time to time.